Welcome in, welcome in. Can you all hear me? Sweet. All right, I'm going to get a giveaway going. Nice. Get a random item giveaway going for you. Holy smokes. Miss Musical City, how are you doing? Hey, my wife's selling today. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, is that you vehicle? That's funny. Oh, woo, look at that ugly mug. There we go. Apparently, vehicle needs to switch. So we're waiting for him to come in and then we'll get this show on the road. There we go. Man, telling y'all. How's everyone's what is today? Hump day? How's everyone's hump day going? There he is. All right. Let invite to co-host, confirm.
All right, y'all.
There we go.
Hope everybody's doing well today. Trying to get my video flipped around here. What? There we go. All right. You want to find something cool to look at? Kapow.
So welcome in everyone. So this is a we're not going to be doing any selling for the next hour and a half or so. Vehicle, you said you're going on later, right?
Yeah. We're gonna go on
So
after the show's over, after the educational stream's over with. So
yeah, we'll let vehicle get off, start his show, and then we'll raid vehicle. But in the meantime, welcome to our little currency notes whatnot talk. This is basically a show for you all. We're here to answer any questions you have. So yeah, feel free to ask anything away. And Daddy Warbuck, I just saw you pop in. How you doing, buddy? Fan of Disney.
hope everybody's doing well. That's for sure.
Yes.
We got a lot of stuff in this week, so I've been having the same question every single week. What is a web note? What is a web note? What makes it valuable, Fezzy?
Oh, it's the modern day experimental is what it is. So do you remember the experimentals, the R and the S notes from what is it, 34 or 57? I can't remember. 34.
Yeah. So yeah, I do remember those. Here, let's get a good look at one. Wait, do I find the set? All right, here I go.
Minute 35 left in the givey. Yes, I'm still giving stuff away. It's going to be
So
real quick. Let me switch this. It's just going to be a random circulated silver certificate.
so we got. So there's an S. Man,
We want the lamp.
I better
Okay.
peel that price off. My goodness.
There we go.
I priced this in the dark last night, and it shows. Oh my goodness!
Here we'll party with the lamp.
There's the back. But these here, you guys, these are 1935A experimentals. These were made in and around, like World War II, Great Depression era thing, right in there, you guys. And the reason they made them is because the regular series here was regular paper, and the S was was special paper. So they made it of different like cotton fibers, linen fibers. They were
Yep.
trying to test to see the longevity of the different type of, if they could make this note last like 30 or 40 years as opposed to, was it 6 or 7 years, the average lifespan of a dollar bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's absolutely amazing. It's one thing for you to end up with Morgan silver dollars, you guys, in your collection, 200 years later, but it's absolutely amazing that we're getting this paper and it's not deteriorated because of the sun. It's not deteriorated because of weather or environment or otherwise. You know, paper money is very, very much collectible and very much unappreciated because I mean it shouldn't be here. Something like this should not even have lasted this long. But somebody, 100 years ago was like, you know what, that's pretty, and I want to keep it, and I want to keep it
Right.
perfect for as long as I can. And that's absolutely what they did. I mean, I had
Well,
one of these, Fezzy. I had one in a 60, I think it was a 67.
ooh,
And
nice.
and I want to say we sold it for like 15 or $1,600. It was very expensive,
Yeah.
very expensive, but
No, it's funny. I was just doing a little bit of research. Actually, the average life of the current dollar bill is 18 months. So
18
remember,
months?
that's it,
Whew.
18 months. So remember when they tried to push out the dollar coins back in what, 2000?
Yeah,
They were pushing them out really hard. That was part of the reason why they did it. So Canada did the same thing, but the difference between the US and Canada is that Canada said we're not making the paper dollar anymore. And we're not making the
really?
paper $2 anymore. Yeah, so that's why Canada's dollar coin took off. Yep.
That's
Yeah, no.
wild.
So that's just it. The note you have in your wallet now that's 2017, I mean, about after 18 months, it's ready for destruction.
Yeah, once it has tears, or once it has like soiling, the banks just send them back to the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve will destroy them.
Yeah.
That's why I understand to be correct. Am I correct
Yep.
in
So they
assuming
go to
that?
the banks. Yeah, they go to the banks, then they go to the Fed, and the Fed decommissions them, basically shreds them.
Or if it's something that's demonetized, not necessarily demonetized, because you could take a $1 legal tender from the Civil War, the first U.S. $1 bill. You could take one of those to the bank and still get $1 for it.
Right.
But like 500s and thousands don't trade anymore. You could still take it to
No.
the bank and get $500 for it. I wouldn't recommend it, even if it's ripped in
Right.
half. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
But if you take a 500 to the bank and you get $500 for it, they will send that note to the Federal Reserve and destroy it,
Yep.
or
Well, it's
tell you
no.
they're going to keep it.
Yeah, it's no different than a note like this. You can still get 20 bucks for it. It's still technically legal tender. I mean, the gold certificates too. I think I had one in this stack. You can take a $50 gold note and take it in there. They won't give you gold. Same with the silver certs. They won't give you silver, but they'll give you a dollar equivalent. So yeah, it's pretty wild with the
Yeah,
notes.
agreed. Definitely agree on that. Definitely freaking agree on that. Um, I also got asked a question the other night, and I didn't really have an answer for it, and it was, well, how rare are the star notes? And what I mean by that is, so if you have like a 2017 $1 bill, and you have a 2017 uh $1 bill star note from the same district, how rare, like, is it like 10% of the notes that are star notes? Is it 1% of the notes that are star notes? Do you know that answer, Fezzy?
No, it's a low number.
But
Well,
it's
it
certainly less
depends
than,
too.
what's that?
It definitely depends too. So So again, star notes are they're making up for bad batches, right? So if they had a really bad printing error, you might have new, more star notes for 1 year.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. So if they had people at the Federal Reserve that or the BP that was like not paying attention and creating a bunch of errors, then yeah, you did more star notes. That makes sense.
Yeah, like 1935 A's, there's only 1,200 or 12,000 star notes, but yet you look over at 1957 A, there's 92 million of them. So it kind of depends. But it is, I mean, it is definitely way lower for the stars as compared to the regular printings.
I knew your little ass was out here. Did you know, Fezzy, that before they started doing star notes, they had replacement notes on like on Black Eagles? Like I know you
Uh
got
huh.
Black Eagle star notes, but you know how there's some FR numbers that don't have stars next to it?
Yeah.
Um, there is replacement notes for Black Eagles. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but you gotta the way you look at it is you look at the font, like font, the font of the numbers in the serial number
Yeah.
to 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 figure out if it's a replacement note or if it's just a regular note.
Right.
So imagine trying to have to find a replacement note from 1899 by looking at the
Right.
fonts. My
Yeah.
goodness,
Black
that'd
Wolf
be
says he has 3 star notes in serial number order. That's freaking awesome.
it is awesome.
I
Yeah,
am a sequential note lover.
yeah. Sequential notes are becoming a rare thing too, right?
Hmm. So that's the other thing going on with the BEP is there's now the way they're printing, star notes are going to start becoming more and more scarce and sequential packs. So you're not going to be able to get a sequential pack from the BEP pretty soon because now they have it in such a way to where they just continuously print serial numbers and they're in any order. I did
Right.
fan of Disney.
I wonder if what they're attempting to do is as they're coming back and being destroyed, if they're going to remake the serial number. You know what I mean? Destroy it and remake the serial number.
Either that or they're going to just keep going, just different serial
Yeah.
numbers. So,
I don't know. Well, I do know that it would be much easier for them to be able to cut the sheets, stack them, and put them all together, where they would be near sequential, but they wouldn't be actually sequential.
right,
That you know what I mean? So like you get a sheet, right? You get a sheet of $1 bills or $2 bills, and it's a 4 note sheet. Those 4 notes are not sequential, right?
right,
But it would be a lot easier to cut that sheet, 3 times, right? One, two, yeah. Well, yeah, one, two, three, and then stack it on top of each other as opposed to finding the serial number. Oh, this one goes here and this one goes here and oh, this one goes back there. You
right.
know, it'd be much easier to do it that way.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Could you
Let's
imagine
see if
being
I.
the guy that just sorts bills by serial number?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, I could not. But
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about right there.
yeah.
Oh, on yours, right down there. Yeah. So yeah, they got to go through and cut the sheets and figure out which ones are sequential, which ones aren't sequential, and they're
Right.
gonna have to put them in different stacks. So that sounds like a big pain in the ass.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think should they continue to do sequential serial numbers, or do you think it's a big waste of money outside of being a collector?
Right. Here, let's get a Gibby going. Let's get some more people in here. One more Gibby.
Where's everybody at, y'all? Ask what's a
Oh,
bar note?
bar
What's a bar
notes.
note?
Oh my goodness, bar notes. I'll let you tell the
Um.
story about that while I grab one.
Oh yeah. So what year was that? So back in the '60s, um, bar. Well, basically, he's on the note for 28 days.
Yep,
He's basically in office for 28 days, and Joseph W. Barr, and he's only on four different or five four or five different notes. And they're all going to be $1 bills, and um one's going to be yeah, that one right there, a New York, and one's going to be a Richmond, and one's going to be Chicago, and Kansas City, and San Francisco. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Dr. Ali he wrote the book on replacement notes for sure. Yeah. He specializes in or I'm sorry, not fancy, but he specializes in world replacement notes. And he's getting into a lot of American notes now. But when I first got on this platform, me and Ali were running me and Dr. Ali were running world notes. So I would rate him, he would rate me, and we got really close. Um, Dr. Ali sends my kids notes every now and again. He's always been very very good to my family. He'll kid and he'll tell you guys, "Oh, that's my son, you guys. That's my son." But I like his wife more. But he's very serious about liking Lena more than he likes me. Because I outbid him on things, and it got to be aggravating. Yeah,
Right.
but I do have some. Check this out. Check this out. Oh, this is cool. I hate to one up you. I hate to one up you.
No, one up me, dude. Your shit is fire. So one up me all day.
So this is 1963B. 1963B. Bar note. It's a bar star. It's the bar star, y'all.
Yeah.
But
Fan of Disney.
very
I had
cool.
it set. I had my rewards program set. Well, first of all, I was going to do the rewards program in Denver or in December, but for some reason it started early. I had it
Oh
set
no,
to
I
three
accidentally
shows.
entered the giveaway.
Did
The
you?
reports
Nice.
program. I accidentally entered the giveaway, Fezzy. I apologize. if
Well,
if I win the giveaway, I will give it back away.
I'll set up another one. So basically, fan of Disney, you attended three shows and it unlocks bronze. So now you get a coupon for Friday night.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, vehicle.
Yeah, I guess that would be another thing, another point I've always wanted to make on here, you guys, and never been able to come out and tell you guys. I don't make rewards because I don't make very much money as it is. So if I did a rewards program, I fear I would go backwards, and I would end up in divorce court real quick, y'all.
Yeah, and for me, it's more or less me playing around. Just still, so I'm still what I'm in my almost fifth month now, whatnot. So I'm playing around with some of the features, and the rewards program is one of them. So I'm like, yeah, let's try it out, see how it does.
Well, I set up a rewards program the first time they brought it out, but I got to
Hmm.
thinking like I was just I don't know like if I would ever get anybody to diamond the way I had it set up. And the point is to move up the tiers, right? To obtain your coupons. But I just didn't think I'd be able
Yeah,
to move it up fast enough. Here's another. And another.
yeah, I got to watch that too, Daddy Warbuck. Daddy. Sorry, I said your name right. All right, let's see who wins. Black Wolf Cat. Okay, good. Whew. I don't have to send Vehicle City a crap note. I mean, beautiful note. I'm just kidding. Look, it's
Beautiful
still
note.
good. It's still good. One of those. Oh my God, is that a Star Hawaii?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Star Hawaii. Sure is. Yes.
Yeah, Black Wolf Cat. It's a giveaway. It's going to be, it's not necessarily this one, but it's going to be one like it. Circulated silver cert.
Probably a circulated silver cert.
Yeah. Or maybe that bar star or that bar note back there. Might be this one because this is in that giveaway file too.
Bar notes are cool too, though.
Yeah.
We like bar notes. Just trying to see how many graded like star notes I have right here.
Oh my goodness. He's
I
whipping
just
out the
want you
graded
to
stuff,
know
y'all.
the ladies are not very happy with you, sir.
The ladies are not very happy with
No.
me.
Amy and Christine are not happy with you because you got my card locked.
Have you tried to attempt to buy anything?
No, and I don't want to because I don't want my card's locked.
Because I've been able to buy that
Online
off of
purchases.
anything but eBay.
Since we're showing off our star notes. Where's my nice one? Here, I gotta get the big boy out.
Good question. Right here.
Oh shoot.
There you go. There's a star note. Oh, nice, fat boy.
Hello.
Hello. Oh,
See what?
Sure.
yeah. Hello, little
Hey,
hand.
check it out. It's part of my PC there.
Nice.
Because I'm out of them, you know.
Stay out of mine. Those are cute. Ones I mean, Kennedy.
But
Dr. Doe, how you doing?
the educational show, Dr. Doe.
Yeah.
Go back to that $20 star. Okay.
You want to bite of this?
Oh yeah, that is a filled in star.
Well, 1934 series and before, you guys. 1934 and before. So 1928 to 1934, all of them were going to be solid stars. And in 1935, with the Silver Certificate series, 1935, they went to the hollow stars like these guys here. This is a 1935 series, and it has a hollow star.
Of course, every now and then.
Get that thing graded.
I need to. You get the solid star.
Did you look at it
Not
under a
filled in
microscope?
star. I haven't yet, but I got one right here.
Make sure somebody didn't fill it in, because
Good point.
the filled in stars are becoming a bad issue on the bay.
No damn.
Why?
I'm thinking it's
Because
filled
people
in.
thinking it's filled in.
Here, I'll show you. Let's see if I can do this.
Yep. Sorry, dude.
That sucks.
My trouble works.
Like,
In my car.
I am so sorry, Fezzy. I should have just shut my fucking mouth.
Why are you telling
No,
me I'm sorry? You be happy.
difference between solid star and open star. Solid stars were done on, what was it, 1932 and earlier?
1934 and earlier.
1934. Well, there's still open stars here on the. I mean, there's a black eagle. So there's really not a big difference. It's
Well,
just some years they
just
did
small
solid.
size.
Yeah.
Just small size stars.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's large size solid stars besides like on like rainbow notes and stuff.
Right.
Sorry, fat boy. Didn't mean to have a potty mouth. Oh my goodness. I hope you don't have your kid that's chilling. Well, what so that's what I say. Like I do have here. Let's see if I can find them real quick. Will somebody please buy these from me? Like eventually somebody come across them. Like I thought these were the star notes I had, but like this and this and this one here. I need to get rid of those. I don't see me doing a coin show anytime soon, so I'm looking for the solid star guys, and I got to get straightened up here for a show anyway. So I guess give me a second and I'll find them.
Buck him. He's gonna go on at 9, fat boy. So he will definitely hook you up. Not buck a go. I can't talk for him on that. But yeah, no, there's a plethora. There's different kinds of star notes out there. Like I said, I'm liking the large ones. Oh man, what other ones do I got?
Oh, here we go. So now the wood chopper star is hollow. The wood chopper star is hollow. Now the rainbow wood chopper has a star on it, but it's not actually a star. It's just part of the design. You know, it's just part of the
Yeah,
design.
I was getting ready to say they did do stars as part of the design on a few of the earlier ones.
I need to get organized here. My goodness. Let me get this. Did you get you see that 69? 1969 greatest star?
Nice.
Let me get these over
I wonder if they
here.
use the star for a check bit like they did on like the you know how that little like paw looking thing is a technically a check bit. I wonder if they
Yeah,
did the same
yeah,
with the stars.
yeah. They did. That's. I guess that's what I was kind of trying to get to. Is yeah, they did that on those.
Yeah.
I want to keep this stuff separated because I want to do the box opening tonight.
Ooh, box
And we're
opening.
gonna go through everything that I've recently got over the last 2 or 3 days. I showed some of it, but like, I think we're gonna look up this Norway on Track and Price to see what this thing's worth. I'm gonna look up that Norway, Michigan. I've never heard of Norway, Michigan, so and I'm from Michigan, so I'm hoping it was a score at least. If it wasn't, then I guess it goes in the PC. But all right, so I'll be using there. Um,
Oh my god, I can hear my wife in the background. That's funny. 3 digit, yeah, 275. Oh, that's a Fezzy number right there on that Norway. So, any other questions, y'all? We can keep talking about star notes. Is there any questions out there in the chat you want us to answer or want us to look at? Or we can just keep talking. I'm okay with that too.
3-digit serial numbers? Is that a
Yeah,
question
that
or?
no, it's your note in front there. It's 000275.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, nationals are sometimes like that, y'all. When you're looking for a national note to be special, you want it to have probably one serial number. But generally speaking, 2-digit serials and 3 digits are not going to catch a premium unless
Right.
it was a huge bank like Chase or something like that.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong. Part of the reason behind that is you had to deposit, the banks had to deposit X amount of money with the Treasury,
Yeah,
and after they deposited that money, they'd get a sheet of notes, and it would be stamped for that bank, and then the banks would sign the notes.
yeah. That's exactly it, right there.
Where do you get pricing for wide notes?
Hang
Black
on.
Wolf Cat. Can coins have serial numbers?
For
Kind of.
wide notes. For wide notes. I guess I don't understand what he like. So
Nice, Daddy
I
Warbucks.
get
Daddy.
90% of my pricing, you guys, comes from auctions. Comes from auction comps. Um, you know, so auction comps are going to be your best bet because that's what this particular note has did in the past. It's the history of that note, right?
The
Kevin, the best book you can get. Do you have it? Do you have the national book? Or do you want me to go grab one? You got the Spiralbound guy, Fezzy?
no, I don't have mine handy. Sorry.
All right, I think I got mine handy. Give me just a second. I'll go grab it.
I was looking for it. But going back to the coin question real quick. So yes, some coins can have serial numbers. Not all coins do, and it's usually I've only seen it printed on the coins a couple of times, and it's usually not like legal tender coins. It's usually promotional coins.
Nice Spiralbound national.
Phantom example PMG. Okay, I see your example. The wide note variety. I, honestly, in the purple book, I think they have some of that pricing. If you don't know what the purple book is, sometimes they'll designate the narrow and wide. Some of the other books have that too, as far as wide and narrow. But
So this
and
is
the
the
funny thing is, go ahead. Sorry.
this is the National Banknotes, 6th edition by Don Kelly. Now he did the obsoletes too, y'all. He did obsoletes as well. But look how thick this book is.
Dang.
I mean, you're talking
Oh, that ain't gonna work.
like 2.5 inches thick, and it got information. And look how small the information is. And this is for the United States of America, y'all. It has every
Nice.
state in it that issued national banknotes. But if you look, you guys, let's see where if I can find it. I think I missed it. So this one was issued in 2008. There's that right there.
Oh,
So issued in 2008. So you're talking the last time they did a big overhaul on national notes for a book was back in 2008. So you can probably take most of the pricing in this, you guys, and you can throw it right out the window because it just none of it makes sense anymore because um we're way too far into the hobby now, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely have purple books in the shop for sale. But as far I mean, and it will give you some information on national banknotes. But if you're looking for like direct information on about a Pacific bank, like let's say let's look up this Norway. We'll look up this Norway in this book here.
And Gary, that's okay that you're late to class. We just want a 1,000-word essay on national banknotes. That's your
Yeah,
punishment. Just
yeah.
kidding.
I'm just happy that he's the first one to signify that he's late. Everybody else was pretty much late too,
Mhm.
including
Including the,
me.
I was going to say, including one of the teachers.
So we're looking up Norway. So what we gotta do is we gotta find okay. So Norway is gonna be on this page over here. Let me see if I
Take it
can
elsewhere.
take this and flip it. So where's Norway at? There's Ems, Muskegon, Nogany, Niles. Okay. There's Norway. So this says 6863. So and what it says here is it made it says 14 large were known in 2008 and 68 small size were known in 2008. But I'm going to tell you, like, no, it has to be a very, very small bank. I've never heard of Norway. And it says here it's worth $150. And like, and this is, it doesn't give you necessarily like a price or a grade what that, but they basically say if it's in like VF condition, this is a pretty good price back in 2008, right? So in VF condition, if this one was in VF condition back in 2008, it'd be worth $150. This one in 2008 was probably worth, I don't know, $125, I would guess, with that corner missing. Still a VF note, just has a corner missing.
Right.
Holy
Oh,
smokes,
BS. Thank
BS.
you. Thank you, BS.
Um, got any
We're going to,
hundreds? Well, we're not doing a lot of selling. We're doing, hang on. We're doing more of teaching right now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Getting old PGS notes crossed over to a new holder. Do they automatically cross to Not all of them are going to cross automatically. Okay. Um, some of them will cross, and some of them may even cross into a better holder, right? But when you're looking for old PCGS holders to cross to new holders, there's something in particular that you're looking for. And let me see if I can find one in the notes.
yeah.
Like to guarantee that it's going to cross, right? We want to guarantee it's going to cross.
And D Meme, just to let you know, Vehicle's going to run a show right after this at 9 o'clock, so less than an hour from now, and we're going to rate him. So come in here, ask some
So
questions. If not, go to Vehicle Show at 9.
yeah, bookmark.
Yeah.
So here, so we got one holder that's not guaranteed and one holder that is guaranteed. And basically speaking, so here you got this extremely high grade 67 PPQ, perfect paper quality, 1969 $5 note, right? And this one here, because it has the website on it, and of course that this is not the new PCGS website, right?
Right.
And then here you got a division of Collectors Universe, NASDAQ symbol CLCT. Now, this one here, because it has that NASDAQ symbol on it, this one here is guaranteed to cross into a 65 holder or better. 65 or better. But
So
this one won't.
yeah, so if I remember right, PCGS sold off their currency division a while back
To
to another
Legacy.
company. Yeah, and Legacy did PCGS currency, and then eventually, I think either PCS bought out Legacy or bought back the division, one of the two. Or yeah, I think it became part of the Collectors Universe. I think they bought them out. I have to go back and look, but that's why one
It,
is guaranteed and one is not.
yeah. I think when they bought it back, they were still using the same technology that they were using, but they just put this different symbol on it. Okay.
Yeah.
And most of these notes, you guys, were graded pre 2015. So if it's in a holder like this, I would say generally speaking, if I'm not mistaken, they're all going to be like 10 years old in the holder, right?
Yep.
So that being said, they're saying right now that the old PMG holders also, like this guy here, just so happened to see one peeking out. This guy here. Now these, when you go to try to resubmit these for a higher grade, I've heard that especially small size notes are bumping. So this may be like something you may want to consider as well if you're looking to buy something like let's say the jump between 66 and 67 is $400, which happens, then you'd want to buy an older PMG holder. And you can tell it by it doesn't have the what is that symbol called that you can use to scan it? Fezzy?
I'm sorry, say it again.
What is that symbol that here, let me see if I can find a
Oh,
new holder.
like the Wi-Fi symbol?
That one.
Oh, the QR code.
QR code. If it doesn't have a QR code on it, then the NFC are yeah, those are in new PCGS holders. QR code, yep. But if it
Oh,
doesn't
no
have
problem,
that,
Nine.
if it doesn't have that one, if it doesn't have a QR code, then more than likely it was slabbed up quite a while ago. Okay. And you could possibly send them in and have them reholdered. I mean, you can always reholder stuff, right? But
Yeah.
if your goal at the end of the day is to get a better grade, then I would start targeting the slabs that are older. There is people that make a living off of doing that stuff. I'm just I don't. So leaving in the old holder when you send it in, I would. Yeah, if you're planning on a reconsideration grade, unless you think it's way off, like you're going from EF40 to like AU uncirculated, like 58 to 63, then I would probably leave it in the holder if you're only going up a grade or two. But if you're going up significantly from extra fine to unk, I would cut it out. That's my personal opinion on it. But I tell you,
We got to get
if
Jaycock
it's
in here.
definitely lower than the 64 PPQ it has now, leave it in the holder. So hopefully they still give you a 64 PPQ. You'd be surprised what scores a 64 as opposed to what scores a 65 or a 66 for that matter. It's a very, very small discrepancy of centering. Have you ever? Yes, I've been downgraded. I have been downgraded for sure.
Yeah. Hey Ken, this is a note information show. Vehicle is going to be running a show after this in about 45 minutes. I
In
don't know
my
if
case,
I don't think he has any Idaho notes though, but I'm not sure.
yeah,
Sorry.
I have a show set up. I have a show set up. But yeah, it sucked. It sucked pretty bad because it cost me. My gamble cost me not only the grading fees, but it also cost me about $150 in what the we're not running any notes right now, D-Mem. If you want to catch me later on my show, I'm going to be running notes later on this evening, 9 o'clock. You guys, we got about 45 minutes left here. But yeah, it was a funny back star note, uncirculated funny back star note. It was slabbed up in a 64 ppq, I sent it over to PCGS I was hoping for 65, and they and in that particular one I cut it out and sent it in, and they gave me a 60 a 64 plain, no PPQ. So yeah, it knocked me down probably $125, 125. I mean, the EPQ and the PPQ, you guys, mean so much in a note. I mean, it's not like hugely significant and lower priced, stuff, but yeah, you got to pay for it, even though it doesn't come back what you want it to. You still have to pay for it. They still put the time and energy to get it done.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Jaycock is the master at cutting out bills from holders.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Jaycock has had some pretty decent luck in cutting stuff out and getting it to go better for sure. But he's been. I would say again, experience is key when you're doing these type of things, because yeah, and it can cost you a lot of money. It can cost you a lot of money. So you be very careful when you're getting into this game. Um, I would say if you're in it for the long haul, like me and Fezzy are, you're going to be fine regardless.
Hmm.
But if you're into it for a short-term gain, it's probably not the right atmosphere for you.
The rule of thumb is you want your wins to outdo your losses.
That's it. And a lot of mediocre bills and
Notice.
graded sleeves. When is it actually worth doing? And do some people just send anything and everything out for grade? Yeah, absolutely. Some people send everything out. But I would say generally for the most part, um, I would say generally for the most part, you know, um,
Well, here's a good
you got to
example.
think
Here's a good
when
example.
does it deserve a grade, or when does it deserve a holder, and when does it not deserve a holder? Like, I would say this thing, if it was a VF25, I would say no, absolutely not. Don't get it graded, right? But in 20 years or 30 years from now, would that VF25 still would I still say no? And I guess the answer to that is, I think in 30 years from now, a 1969 VF25 $5 bill is going to deserve to be graded, right?
Right.
I would say 30 years ago they said, well, silver certificates, small size silver cert shouldn't be graded. Well,
Right.
that's totally out the window now.
Well, and here's another good example too. Like I had this one graded. I bought this raw. It's got a fine 12 grade, right? You'd think that's not really an excellent grade, but here's the kicker. This is the only one graded by PCGS. There is a VF 35 out there, but this fine 12 is not only a top pop with PCGS, it's the only one that they've graded. So it does enhance the value a bit because of that. And not only that, then I knew that this was a rare note. All the research I did suggested that this brownback here is only one of 5 in existence, and out of this year, 1882, this is one of 12. So I graded this for 2 reasons. Number 1, I thought it was a nice looking bill. Number 2, I wanted to get it certified. So this is an actual Phoenix National Bank, not a fake, because it's in this holder. So it makes it more valuable because of that. Yep. Daddy Warbucks notes are not like coins. They definitely go up in value. And the holders protect the notes too.
And I think what makes notes are exploding right now in the market, you guys. That's the honest God truth. I've watched notes go up probably 50% in the last year and a half since I've been in. And I would say that notes are a very safe investment. Very, very
Mm-hmm.
safe investment. Little to no downside in it. Where silver and gold are always going to have that, you know, what happens if China dumps all its gold, you guys?
Right.
What happens when China dumps all the gold? You know what I
Or what
mean?
happens when they find a huge deposit of gold or silver? I mean, it's
Exactly.
gold and silver is based on the rarity, just like the notes are. Well, these are paper, so they're going to fall apart. They're going to get destroyed, and they're not making them anymore. You cannot just go out and mine $50 bills from whatever year this is, 1928.
No, no, not possible. But I,
Of
I
course, if
did
everyone,
find I did find something interesting.
if anyone finds a fresh vein of $50 bills, though, let me know.
I guess it would have to depend on what wall you're digging into, Fezzy.
Yeah, right. Sub C and K.
Let's see if I can find it.
9. That's no, I wouldn't either. If I found a fresh vein of 50s, I wouldn't be telling anyone.
Okay, they're not in here.
Right?
Okay. Hang on
You
just a
know what? I'm
second,
gonna
Fezzy.
run it.
I gotta go search this
No,
down real
you're
quick.
good. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run my. I'm gonna run another Gibby. So get in there. I am giving away not 2, but I'm gonna give away a random circulated. It's either gonna be a bar note, um, a silver cert, or I got some circulated 2s running around. Yeah, something like this. Might be that. Like this one, little funky on the best. Still to 19. Like this one's a 1963. Still nice notes. So get in that Gibby. That is the National Book BS. So that's actually one of the books I don't have. I need to get one. So that one, if you're looking for the different nationals, like this is a national note, that book down there will have that information in it. And when he comes back, we can have you show him the cover. But yeah.
Well, I had found a note that was graded, and it came back graded from the Wall of Greed. The Wall of Greed, and now I can't find it. No, never mind. I found it. It was just in the bottom of the stack. It's like, really?
So 9 deuce. Um, I look for me personally. I look for an average profit between 5 and 10% overall. Some notes you're going to win, some notes you're going to lose, but I try to stay at that 10% side of winning overall in my show. Some weeks I don't hit it. Some weeks I break even. Some weeks I do better. And with whatnot, you got to think about the fees. It's not mass. It can be. It just depends. I mean, if you get a good deal on a note, like I'll give you a for instance. I'll be honest with you here. Like this one, I paid $700 for, but I got it graded. I paid the money to get it graded. This is now a $1,500 note easy. So yeah, I mean, you're not going to get rich overnight doing this. by any stretch of the imagination. But you can do pretty good for yourself. Vehicle does it full time. I'm a part timer. I'm still I got a day job still, and I do this for fun mostly. I'm still a collector, so I'm always looking for cool notes. I mean, that's what that's why I got this one.
How do I
I mean,
safeguard against counterfeits and notes that have been altered or bleached? What do you look out for? Um, well, as far as how can you safeguard against counterfeits, I think if you buy all graded stuff, you're pretty safe, right?
yeah, you're funny, CK.
Um, oh my goodness, CK. My goodness. Yeah, that's the problem with being very transparent, Fezzy. So, yeah, buy from reputable people. If you ever buy anything from me, I would say, and it comes out and it's counterfeit or or it's fake, reach out to me and I'll refund your money. Like, if you have somebody that like I be careful when you're buying from, you know, people that you know don't have 1,000 sales under them. I would say that if you're worried about that type of thing, if you're buying lower end notes, that's why I tell like people that are just getting on and starting to sell like lower end $2 bills and lower end silver certificates and that type of thing.
Right, cash
Yeah,
is
you don't
king.
get a clean comedy. I don't think I've ever seen press, to be honest with you. But so basically what happens if you get a note that's been cleaned or been pressed, it goes from being a 35 ppq to a 35, right? You just lose your ppq. um I would say when you're buying US notes, you're way less likely to find something that's going to be counterfeit.
Yep.
um you
7
know
seconds.
I buy from reputable dealers, and um for the most part, no, I would say um I would say 99% of the time, because there could be a 1% chance that something could be an issue, and that's a could be, right? A 50-50 shot. But I would say everything that I buy, I examine and I make sure it's legit before. For instance, I bought in a large lot. I bought $10,000 worth of notes, and there was about $300 or $400 worth of errors in there, right? And one of the errors that was in there was this guy right here, and I screened my stuff really well. So this is one of the errors that came in there, right? And you got to watch out for stuff like this, because when I bought it, I bought it face up. I was like, yeah, that's obviously an error. But when I turned it around and I was like, okay, that because usually it's way weird on the front or the rear and perfect on the other side. You know what I mean? So with
Right.
this one being way weird on both sides, it raised a flag. And basically what I found out is this was cut to look like an error from a sheet. Yeah, absolutely, Cash. Cut to look like an error from a sheet. Now, more recently, I've been really scrutinizing the way I look at obsoletes and remainders, and this here has me perplexed. This note here,
Yeah, there you go. Sheet
and
serial
in
numbers are available.
so man, I'm gonna tell you guys, this one looks legit. It looks 100% legit, but just something about it. It really got me perplexed. So I'll probably take this to Pierre and ask him what he thinks. Um, because if you're not sure, you guys, you shouldn't sell it, right?
Right.
If you're not sure,
And you shouldn't buy it. If you're not sure, you shouldn't buy it either.
got a
So
local
here's a
dealer in a $2 1917 red seal. I would say if it's very circulated, Jimmy the Pins, if it's very circulated, yeah, it's like tissue paper. I mean, you can see right through it. Yeah, I would say if it's very circulated, then I would question it. Or I wouldn't even question it if it was very circulated. Now, if it's
you're
uncirculated
welcome. You're welcome, Joker.
and and you should be able to see the fibers because Jimmy the Pins, you've been buying $2 red seals long enough. I would guess you'd be able to push it up to another 1917 $2 red seal in about the same grade and just really examine it, really examine it because I would say for me, you know, I try to keep, especially rare stuff, extremely rare stuff. I try to keep in holders. Yeah. So like the problem with holders though, Jimmy the Pins, the problem with holders is you're gonna pay a premium for the holder, you know?
Right. Well, here's
And
something funny, y'all. We discovered this on this show. It's like, oh look, that looks like a filled-in star, right? And Vehicle said, oh, why don't you put a magnifying glass under it? So I did that, and check this out. Let me get it in there.
yeah,
Let's see if we can find it again. Yeah, someone filled it in.
yeah, yeah.
So still
That's
happens
why.
to me even.
So how much? And it's none of our business, Fezzy. But what'd you pay for it, if you can
Honestly,
remember?
I can't remember. It was
What would you guess you paid for it?
I'd say between 40 and $50.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, I just
So
basically I have a defaced 2017 $2 bill now.
yeah, because it would come back as uh, ink or annotation or something like that.
If they even
And
slab it.
so if they even slab it because it's altered, right? But the issue is, right, Fezzy, like, so there's gonna come times where we take L's on notes, okay?
Right.
Um and and there's gonna be times where we have wins. And
Yeah, that's nice.
we're running a business, so like eh, our our end goal after 5 years is to be profitable, right? Any business with the IRS, your end goal in 5 years is to be profitable. Will we
Yep.
get it in the first 3 or 4 years? I doubt it. But at 5 years, I think we should be able to be profitable, to the
I
point
can do that
where,
fan of Disney.
Fezzi's working full time and in his own business, and I'm working full time in my own. Well, I've been working full time in my own business because I took out I took credit out on my house to pursue this full time. So I'm in deep, y'all. I'm in deep. Not like
Yeah.
too deep where if I can't get out because I could sell everything that I have right now, pay off all my debt, and I would probably break even, you know what I mean? But um, you know, that would be like that's the end of our dream, you know what I mean? So
Right.
are we as
So
profitable
here's
as
a
we
good
want to be? Not at
right.
all. But I think at the end of the day, having you guys a solid foundation of with the Whatnot platform and our little platforms that we have,
Yeah.
makes it pretty awesome. You guys make it pretty awesome for us every week to come on here and keep it going. Holy smokes with the raid.
Oh, hi
Holy
honey.
smokes.
My
Get the
wife
givy
rated me.
going.
That's
Get the
funny.
givy going, Fezzy. Let's go.
I'm out of givvies, but I'll get one running. But first, I'm going to tell a quick story. So these bills right here that I have in my hand, this is so there is times where it's worth taking a risk. And what I mean by that is, and thank you, honey, for the raid. I love you. Um, I picked up these three notes for $50. Now, the reason I went ahead and spent the money, it was $50 each. The reason I went ahead and spent the money is because, and I'm like, man, these don't look real. I don't think they're real. I mean, look at the backs. Um, but I did a little quick research and come to find out that even if these things are contemporary counterfeits, they're actually still worth triple what I paid for it. Now, if they're genuine, it's quadruple that, if not more. So these are actually going to go off to grading. I'm going to go ahead and take the chance and have them graded. But sometimes, like, worst case scenario, I'm out $150. Best case scenario, I'm up 1,500. So sometimes it's actually worth it. Sometimes it's worth taking that risk, and you just got to be careful. And when I brought these home, I ran the pictures through Chat GPT, and it got to the point where even Chat GPT was like, "Dude, they're real. I'm telling you, believe me." I ran them underneath a black light. The paper doesn't fluoresce. I did everything I could, but I'm still not 100% sure. But it's worth it. For me. It was. I'm like, it's worth the risk. All right, I'll get a Gibby going while vehicle talks now.
But I think
Oh man.
you know, buying from reputable dealers, you know, knowing your risk in the game. So like if you're 5 years ago, you guys, if you told me to spend $500 on a note, I didn't know enough to spend $500 on a note. But as time goes on, I would say that, when I spend $500 on a note, I've made a pretty good educated guess that, I'm going to be able to get at least $550 out of that note, right? Um, and um, my goal, at the end of the day is to make sure that I'm fulfilling your guys' requests. I'm fulfilling your guys' collections to the best of my ability. Is there times I pass up on things for you guys, specifically like uh recently Jimmy the Pins. I had been passing up on $2 red seals that were just, man, they were just too close, you know what I mean? And I don't want to put something in your collection that you don't feel like you got a good deal for. So I
Right.
just passed and passed and passed on 28 twos, and then finally, I was able to find something that I knew he would appreciate, and he'd appreciate the grade, and I was able to get it for a good enough deal where I made a little bit, and Jimmy was happy, right? So, at the end of the day, like, uh, we do our best. Did you get them, Jimmy? Did you get all three of those notes in already?
Get in the Gibby, y'all. Thank you, NC Sheet Trinkets, aka my wife.
I think I just sent them out Monday. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I sent them out a day or two before that. But they were that 1928 plane. Oh my goodness, that 1928 plane is a stunner, dude. And the two star notes aren't too far behind it. I would call the 1928 plane in that grade more rare than the star notes, even though they're star notes.
Yeah.
I think in 10 years from now, the 1928 plane is a higher ticket price than the star notes. I may be wrong, but that's in my heart. That's why I think. But anyways, so I buy a little bit of everything. So I try to fulfill everybody's wants and needs. And in order to fulfill everybody's wants and needs, you gotta have probably $500,000 of circulating money. And I don't
Yeah.
have that yet. Not saying I won't have it at some point, but I don't want to partner. And then that's part of the issue. I've had a lot of people come to me I've had a lot of people come to me and say, "Hey, can I invest, $200,000 into your business? Can I invest X amount of dollars into your business? You just give me a return every month." And I don't want to do that. I want to keep. I don't want anybody to be able to tell me when to run my show, when to not run my show, when to cut
Right.
you a good deal, and when not to cut you a good deal. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody's voice on, what I got going on.
Yeah.
So to keep me and my family safe, that I don't want to be sponsored by anybody. I don't want to be um I don't want to have anybody's money mixing with my money. So
Yeah. David Bry's got a good question. I love this question. Where do you guys typically find your inventory? I'll answer real quick first. I've been to various other sites. You know, I've been a collector for a while, so some of my stuff I gotten a while back on Whatnot, honestly. And then I also go to different antique malls. I talk to people. We go to coin show, or I go to coin shows, stuff
We're
like
gonna
that.
stop.
Just just look around. Sometimes you can find them on, some of it on. I've seen people selling on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, I think you got to keep your avenues way open.
Yeah.
You're going to get to a certain point where you're going to have to find wholesalers.
Hmm.
If you're trying to go into this as a business, you're going to have to find wholesalers. If you're doing over 100 auctions a week, you're probably going to have to get a wholesaler eventually. Um,
Nice.
and I would have to say that, oh man, I really dislike Baltimore. My goodness, I just Baltimore
Baltimore.
is knucking futz. You ain't kidding, knucking futz. Um, but
That was definitely an experience.
yeah, you even if somebody paid my way to Baltimore, I don't think I'd go again. I just had a terrible experience in Baltimore. But I think you keep your avenues open, and you buy good deals.
Yep.
Don't don't buy things that you're going to regret later. Buy things that you're able to move quickly, or buy things that you're going to put in your collection that's going to stay there. you know if it's special, it's special, you guys. It doesn't matter the cost of it. You buy
Right.
it while it's available. You know what I mean? um for me, that's national notes. For Fezzy, that's everything. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. He's not lying.
But don't get me wrong. Listen to me. While I'm buying things to run in my stream, there's no way for me to show you guys all of my notes in one night. I promise you. Fezzy knows how much I have, and I have um probably 200 or 300 graded notes and thousands upon thousands of raw notes. Okay. Um, things that I run out of a lot is star notes, $2 red seals, and
Sure.
yeah, I I wish I was an amateur, but you know, I think you just got to buy smart, and you got to buy with the realization that you're not going to be able to keep it forever. At some point you're going to probably want to sell it.
Right.
you know
Well, and
so
again, for me, I'm a collector at heart, right? I still collect. I have my own personal collection. I've been doing this for quite a while before I decided to start selling. So, and as we said earlier in the show, banknotes just go up. They keep going up, and it's no different. So, I bought a lot of my collection over a year ago, and all of them have gone up in value.
give me just a second,
So, if you're,
Fezzy.
yeah, you're fine. So, if you're looking at starting out and selling, I would highly recommend that you start building your inventory now. and prep down the road to sell. Why would someone fill that star in? Because they wanted to get it for more money, because filled in stars are worth more. Best reference for obsolete currency, like Citizens Bank, Republic of Texas. I think Vehicle has a book for obsoletes. I don't have one yet. I need to get me one. When he gets back, we'll ask him that question again. But yeah, no, inventory is wherever you can find it. I travel all over North Carolina looking around for good deals when I can. It is really funny. I have a really good relationship with this guy that sells me Confederates, and yeah, it was funny. One day he told me, he admitted to me, he's like, "Yeah, man, you're like half my sales a month." Price on that star back there, I'll show it to you. I'm not selling it yet, but
All right.
that's what I got it listed for.
Absolute stunner.
Yeah. So there was a question about best reference for obsolete currency, like Citizens Bank and Republic of Texas. I figured you would have a book.
Yeah, I got one.
Nice, C&K. Do. But yeah, so I got to be honest with you. One of the best parts about getting inventory is the thrill of the hunt, to be honest. I love going out and trying to find new and unique stuff. I mean, I tend to go to, I've been hitting antique malls for that, and it's been fun.
I don't have my obsolete book out here, but it looks very similar to this one here. I apologize, you guys, but it's made. It's actually it's written by the same person, Don Kelly, and it's obsolete banknotes by Don Kelly. So I don't know what edition it is, to be honest with you, but if you look up Don Kelly, and it's a spiral bound book, it's about the same size, maybe a little bit bigger. But yeah, it's that one there.
Oh, I like David's other question here. I got to ask while I have both of you on here, what's your favorite note you currently own, and can we see it? Man, I have more than one. And the one right in front of you is one of my favorites. This one has become one of my other favorites because I found out that is a lieutenant colonel who signed this short snorter. So value on this thing just went up for me. Here, I got a couple more I'll show you. So I can't pick just one. I have so many of them. But here, I'm going to show you, and this is the reason I'm going to show you this one, because vehicle knows. Let me find it. Here it is. The very fine
head.
25 severed head chief. I will never sell this one. This is going with me to the grave. Out. Yeah. He was scalped.
I think sometimes people think that I don't collect anything, you know.
Yep. C&K. Yep. I have something like that for my son.
I'm gonna unload some stuff on you guys. It's gonna blow your mind, I guess.
The chief is not for sale. Well, I can't really say that. I think technically everything in my collection is for sale for the right price, but it would definitely be way more than what I paid. This Jeep is cool. If you want one of those, Nate Dogg 1990, I'm gonna give him a shout out. Those lamps are freaking awesome, and he sells them in his show. Here, I'll put it in.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because the things that I don't want to sell, I keep them as far away from me as I can. So give me just a second, you guys, because I
Yeah,
have the knack of selling everything. So
yeah,
if I get my hands
yeah,
on it, I may regret it.
yeah. Nate is a good dude. Um,
All right,
Gary,
so here we
yeah. I
go.
mean, I've got a couple bills like that too in my collection.
All right, you guys ready? So this is a 1934 collection here. So you got your 1934 funny back, you got your 1934A $5, and you got your 1934D $10. I think these ones here I'm going to switch out, and probably this one too eventually. But I want to put all uncirculated notes in here, so it looks more similar to this one here. And here you got your 1928 $1 red, 1928 $2 red, and your 1928 $5 red. So, and they're all in little frames. These are little frames that you can hang on the wall. But instead of collecting like most of the time you end up with a Hawaii $1 Hawaii, a $2 red seal, and a $5 blue in these type of collections. I wanted to do 1, 2, and 5 with the red seals, because they don't make a $10 red seal, no. And I wanted to do the 1, 5, and 10. They don't make a 20. They don't make a 2 on this one. I won't sell these. These are right now. I guess until I upgrade the notes, I may upgrade the notes. But I
Oh,
collect.
cash is king. You're funny.
I collect the holders, you guys, the postal mint holders and things like that. I No, I don't think I'd sell it. Of course, I would sell it for $10,000 cash. Come on, let's go. They make $100 red seal. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They do make $100 red seal. Why do you like Tim? Like, how am I going to put $100 red seal with that set? That is tough, man. Now I got to have 4 denomination. Oh my goodness. Maybe the $100 red will go with like the 500 and the 1,000. You know what I mean? Put it with the 500, like $100 red seal, a 500 green, and a $1,000 light green seal. Oh, that would look fire together. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Like a high
I
denomination set.
think it's a 1963. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different year, so for sure. And then I'd like to do it with large notes too. I did today. I bought a FR30. You guys know what a FR30 is? Graded. And I've had this. There's a streamer out there, and he has an uncirculated like FR30, or maybe he has a spiked seal on something else. And I've fallen in love with that spiked seal. So I did buy that today. I'll have it for sale when I get it, but I don't know. I really like it. So would you guys get the I would not. I would get you a strap of $2 20 set 2020. Did they make them in 2021, Fezzy? $2 bills?
I believe they do. It's either 20. I think it's 2017 A.
I would get
I
those
think.
stamped instead. I'd get a strap of those stamped. I mean, because
Let me look.
it's going to be very expensive, Jimmy, to stamp the $2 bicentennial guys. Even if you have 100 of them sitting in your collection, they're still worth quite a bit of piece. I mean, who is it? Top US has a strap of them, and what does he want for that? Like, it's pretty expensive. I want to say it's like probably somewhere around $2,000 is what he wants. I can't remember how much it is, but it's quite a bit. July 4th. No, this year you'd stamp them July 4th, unless they come out with the 2026. If they come out with the 2026 $2 bill, which I don't think they planned on doing, but if they do, I would stamp that. If they come out with the 2026 $1 bill, I would stamp it on the first day of issue for 2026. I would also like consider stamping them on the semi-quincentennial. Well, the issue is like for this year coming up, you guys, we're not celebrating April 13th. We're celebrating July 4th. You know what I mean? The reason everybody stamped those back on April 13th is because that was the
Release
first
day
day
there.
of issue. Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
release date of the $2 bill. And people told those people back then, they're like, look, they're going to be super expensive one day if you get them stamped and you get them canceled, right? But basically what happened is it just kind of fell out of the circulating money. You know what I mean? I mean, how
Yeah.
much money do we have in collections? I would just about bet 1 to 5% of the available cash that we have in the U.S. economy is in collections.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was right. It's the 2017 A is the most recent $2.
I would say like 1 to 5%.
I mean, I don't know. I have a couple. I got to be honest. I have a couple that I was debating on whether or not just to get stamped just for funsies.
Well,
Thank you, BS.
I wouldn't do a bunch of them in case it ruins the value on them. You know what I
No, I
mean?
wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I definitely wouldn't. But
If maybe stamp like 5% of your collection. You know what I mean?
yeah, I wouldn't do
So
them all. No, I wouldn't do them all at all.
I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer, you guys, because I got to write up auction numbers anyways. So I'll probably start my show a little bit later. Obviously, a little bit later than expected, because it wouldn't be Vehicle City if I was starting it early.
God forbid you be on time.
Yeah. So
Oh, Daddy Warbuck, you're funny. Daddy, sorry, I got to do it right. Daddy.
oh my
No, that's all right,
goodness.
vehicle. We got a little bit of time left. So yeah, I mean, any other questions out there? The Gibby just is gonna pop now. Never mind. Cash is king. Nice.
Free shipping.
Free shipping and free money. You won.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if you could transfer all the stickers from your show and give them to me, and like it would end up
I
charging me
know,
anyways, but I could transfer the free shipping to the next show for the people that won giveaways?
If you co-host
right?
after, you should be able to.
No, can't do that.
Cash is king. It's just us being funny.
Yeah.
The Slip, we are doing an infotainment show about banknotes. Vehicle down there at the bottom. Well, for me, it's at the bottom. For you guys, it might be at the top. He's getting ready to run his show. We're gonna raid him here in just a little bit when he's ready to get on. So hang on for about another 5-10 minutes, and we'll raid his show, and you guys can put this knowledge to some use. Yeah, the April 13th, 1976. If I remember right, April 13th was Thomas Jefferson's birthday. So, oh man, got the kids going at it.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh. Any other questions for us, you guys? What you got us? Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. It was Jefferson's birthday.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do something with the 2026 $2. That would be cool if they came out with like a strap of
They
2026s.
listen, you guys. They have no plans to do anything for the semi-quincentennial for paper money, which I
But
feel is a travesty. It's the U.S. Minty missing a whole collector division.
yeah, I know I'm going. It's like they're doing the 1907 double eagle, the 1804 silver dollar. They're doing coins up the wazoo.
Yeah, I don't see anything with. All right. So,
Oh,
anyways, as
Fan of
far as
Disney,
my
send me a
collection, you
message.
guys, as far as my collection here, you guys, I collect star attributed holders. So this is the best of the best for 66 EVQs. Best of the best for 66 EVQs for 1988A. There's a silver dragon for you.
Nice.
And then, of course, this is my place where I was born, Flint, Michigan. And this is a brownback. Probably a $2,000 note, believe it or not. So um, that at auction it'll probably sell for a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
All right.
Rocky, thank you for saying that. We really do appreciate it. This is fun for us. We love talking to you guys about the notes. For new streamers, what do you think would be a hot note for the future? I think for me personally, I think it's any star note and any gold cert. Gold certs. Since I started buying the gold certificates, aka these bad boys, I've seen the prices do nothing but go up. You know, what you bought a month, buy this. If you buy this note today, I guarantee it's going to go up a few bucks in a month. Too cold. It's funny. I'm a Colorado boy. I came down here to North Carolina, and now North Carolina's too hot for me.
Well, Lansing's like I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes away from Flint, Michigan. So I think, it's funny because I almost picked up a Lansing note the other night. I almost picked up a Lansing note, so that was pretty cool. But I'm gonna back out, you guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. You guys are gonna be rating me anyways. I appreciate you guys coming out for our show. Stick around because Fez is gonna raid. But
Yep.
thank you guys. I mean, we really do appreciate the support because we're not selling anything. We got 40 people in here, y'all. I think the
Yeah.
max
No, this is great.
this time was probably like 48 people that I seen. Fezzy, did you
Yeah.
see more than that?
It crossed 50 once.
Cross 50. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, y'all. That means we got a lot of collectors that are learning how to, and make sure you guys are asking questions in these shows. These are your guys' shows. Ask questions, y'all. Ask questions.
Yeah. Look at what Cash is King is saying. Large notes are not only too hard to find, but they're becoming unaffordable. So we're going to do this BS. We're doing this every other Wednesday. So not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we'll do the show again. I think I have it set up. So it is definitely should be ready to go. Yeah, this is going to be an every other Wednesday thing. And again, the reason we're doing this is just to like, yeah, I saw that. So I'm going to give him about 5 minutes. Um, yeah, we're going to do this every other Wednesday. We're not going to sell. I'm going to run the show. I'll get vehicle in here. Not going to do any selling for the show. We're just going to go ahead and talk notes. There will be some giveaways. I'll do some giveies, but what was the price on the star? It was I had it set for 2,500. This is this is a I love that. Right. Well, and so vehicles got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to notes. I'm still learning and beefing up my knowledge, but I'm always in vehicle streams. I'm one of his mods, and I'll sit in there and as you guys ask questions in his show, I'll try to answer them as best I can, as quickly as I can. Um, because it's nice for me because when I'm modding, I can look at my computer real quick, look something up, and then I can type it in, you know. But it's like when I'm on the fly in my show, I tend to like forget things because I'm trying to find out the next note to show and all that. And other sellers, I'm sure, can agree with me on that. Sometimes you get your, you know, a little bit mental up there, but he's up. Sweet. All right, let's go raid him. Create a raid. There he is. All right, let's get in there and go. Now you can go take the knowledge and go raid Vehicle City and buy some notes. Yes, yes. Bookmark Daddy Warbucks. Get in there and bookmark Daddy Warbucks. First show, 11/14. All right, guys, go have some fun. See you in there. Bye. Thanks again.